Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Ted showing off the new Aputure COB 120T. We're here at the Aputure booth at Cinegear 2016.
Hey everyone, my name is Ted, and welcome to the launch of the 1200X and Storm. Right off the bat, you'll notice the special separation there because today is pretty spectacular. We are not only launching a new product, we are launching an entirely new family of fixtures, starting with this one right here. So, today, not only are we going to talk about the new features, all the new advancements that we've made here at Aputure, our brand new light engine, we're going to walk beyond even this exciting product here to talk about what comes next. By the end of this presentation, you'll understand not only what is coming next, but also what this means for the film industry as a whole. So, without much further ado, let's get started. First off, some history. Now, over the years, we at Aputure have been working hard to continue improving all of our products. But this is especially true for our first ever point source light. This is the fixture that we invented and that we are so proud has become the absolute workhorse of our industry. From 120 watts to 2600 watts, from monocolor to bicolor to full color, to adding industry standards like DMX and CRMX, and innovating beyond them by adding things like motion control and sinus mesh. We have now come to a point that it is no longer about just brighter output or incremental improvement. It's about creating the whole package, the full solution, which begins now. 2 full lines, each with a full range of small, medium, and large sizes, available in both tunable white and tunable color. Introducing the next leap in lighting, Aputure Storm and the Storm 1200X. Let's do this.
Brace for the earthquake. Here we go. It's all about to escalate. I'm going all in. Feel a rush of adrenaline. Going hard in the paint. Do the work, gonna hurt, gotta get it in. Take another shot, it's all part of the game.
I'm excited to announce that the Storm 1200X is shipping this month. So, let's go deeper into some of the features that make this fixture what it is. Now, first off, the 1200X and every upcoming tunable white Storm light features our brand new Blair color engine. Now, what is Blair? Blair means that we're going beyond the simple blue to orange fade that we all know too well. We're going beyond that straight line of bicolor that blends together only cool white or warm white LEDs. No, Blair is a white light engine that, believe it or not, contains no white light emitters. Instead, it mixes together 5 colors together to create the world's best white light. These 5 colors are combined, optimized, and carefully calibrated to create the fullest spectrum of white light. Not only at the 3200 Kelvin range, or the 5600 Kelvin range, but instead the full spectrum from 2500 Kelvin all the way up to 10,000 Kelvin. This flexibility means that the Storm 1200X has not only plus-minus green adjustability, which, yes, is unprecedented for any bicolor LED of this brightness, but it also has such a wide range of adjustability that we even include XY coordinates to capture this absolutely massive range of color tunability. Blair does all this while also being designed to deliver the best white light, not only in quality, but also in quantity. Yes, you heard right, quantity. The Blair light engine is so efficient in white light tunable mode, it is brighter than even solo daylight and the Lightstorm 1200D. And yes, because it mixes these 5 colors together instead of just 2, the 1200X is consistently bright and accurate across the entire color temperature range, meaning that the 1200X at 3200 Kelvin is almost exactly as bright and accurate as it is at 2500 Kelvin, 5600 Kelvin, or any other CCT. This means that filmmakers for the first time ever now have the power of perfect fades from start to finish in both color temperature and intensity. Filmmakers using Storm fixtures also never need to worry about low-end dimming or achieving smooth transitions from black. By leveraging both analog dimming and PWM dimming, 2 words that we hope that you never need to learn about because we already implemented it for you, this means that again, at the bottom end, the absolute lowest levels of intensity, you will have perfect, consistent color temperature, and again, intensity fades from blackout. So once again, we are talking about perfect fades, start to finish, in both color temperature and intensity. But the Storm family is not just about this one light engine. It's also about design. The Storm 1200X is the first Aputure light to feature our new Pro Lock mount, the world's fastest and most secure accessory mount. Not only is the Pro Lock mount quick, accepting all of your standard Bones mount modifiers, but it also features a new type of strength and precision. It prevents your modifiers from moving around, and it aligns them perfectly with your light's engine for optimal performance. For instance, the giant and massive Light Dome 150. It holds it securely in place without any rattle. Or it can help line up every fixture's LED to be millimeter perfect as far as the actual perfection goes with the optics of things like the Spotlight Max. The Storm 1200X also features advances in construction. It is entirely built to be rental rugged, and you can see over here that it is equipped entirely with robust low-profile quick lock connectors, and a system that is entirely IP65 rated to handle the most extreme conditions in both dust and rain. It has all the professional connectivity that you've come to expect from Aputure: Sidus Mesh, CRMX, DMX, ArtNet, streaming ACN. It'll work with any lighting console, tablet, phone, and Sidus Link Pro. There are standard reflector sizes of 15, 30, and 45 degrees, and additionally, we will also be releasing an all-new compact Fresnel that has been redesigned from the ground up to integrate perfectly with the 1200X. The result? Something that is brighter and smaller than anything else in its class. So yes, meet Storm and meet the brand new 1200X. Now, regarding Blair, I know there must be so many questions. For instance, what does this level of color accuracy actually mean? How does it compare to a standard bicolor fixture on screen? And how is it so bright? So, to talk about this and more, we have brought in our very own Brandon Lay, head of product, and Tim Kang, principal engineer and head of the ASC Lighting Committee. Taking it away to you guys.
Hi, I'm Tim.
And I'm Brandon. When we set out to design the Storm 1200X, we wanted to lay the foundation for all future Storm lights as well. So the task in creating Blair was not to just create a more efficient white light engine, but one that more closely matches natural light, whether it's sunlight or a classic incandescent light bulb. A true tunable white light engine.
Yeah, we truly believe that it's not just about output. It's also about making scenes look as close to real life as humanly possible. We spent years researching real daylight and real tungsten. And I think I found a way to illustrate this challenge in the simplest terms with advanced modern technology. You ready?
Sure. Is that laundry detergent?
Now, before you say anything, keep in mind that this illustrates a common phenomenon present in lots of things: fluorescence. To explain this concept, I washed this cloth with plain water as a control, and the other using laundry detergent. Under a standard bicolor LED light, both look the same. However, if we look at them under real daylight, check out that color shift. Both the camera and to the eye, they look totally different. The cloth washing detergent appears cleaner or brighter than the other, which is noticeably yellower and a little bit more dull. So why is this happening? Well, optical brighteners, or clear fluorescent dyes found in many fabric detergents, convert the hard-to-see black light wavelengths present in natural light. into bright blue wavelengths. It's like white balancing physical objects. Chemical engineers have designed these dyes to make common everyday objects, paper, plastic, printed inks, appear brighter and more vivid. But it's not just an artificial phenomenon. This special indigo diode flashlight illustrates how some materials can fluoresce. Lots of natural objects fluoresce, including your teeth, your skin, your eyes, your fingernails, etc.
Without these indigo and near UV wavelengths in your light source, you can never fully match natural light in your images. Traditional LEDs can perform great with the color of normal objects, but color metrics like CRI or even TM30 can't predict the impact of fluorescence on color.
So this is why clothing and people can sometimes appear a little off when photographed under traditional LEDs, even with those with strong color metrics.
Spectral Similarity Index, or SSI, is really the only metric that can indicate this. In other fixtures, like the Electrostorm CS15, we boosted SSI values by adding indigo emitters to the LED chipset. Then we took it further with the Blair light engine and added even more indigo energy to better match real daylight and real tungsten.
To illustrate this further, earlier today, we photographed models with different lights. We first shot using this daylight setup, and then matched the light using a Storm 1200X with our Blair light engine, and then a typical bicolor LED. As you can see, only the spectrum changes between the shots. As indicated by both TM30 and CRI scores, most objects in frame have the same color. But with the Storm 1200X, the result is a much closer match to natural light.
Now the Storm 1200X features another advancement, not just in the spectrum, but also in the color of white light and how it's defined.
The sun is a natural black body emitter, but as it filters through Earth's atmosphere, the spectrum of the light shifts slightly green on average by DUV 0.0032, slightly less than 1/8 plus green gel. CIE, the International Color Standards body, standardized this concept with CIE Daylight, a tunable daylight spectrum for CCTs above 4000 Kelvin.
Basically, there are two white light standards that cameras expect: blackbody and CIE Daylight. Blackbody defines the color temperature of the light, and CIE Daylight defines the daylight spectrum and color above 4000 Kelvin.
Right, so here's where lighting gets complicated. Many LED lights follow blackbody while fewer target CIE Daylight.
So in the Storm 1200X, we give you the choice. And speaking of matching existing lights, the Storm 1200X's Blair light engine allows it to achieve next level tint control.
For decades, we used gels to adjust our green magenta shift, from full plus green to full minus green and everything in between. Unfortunately, these gels had limitations because the dyes would tend to also shift the CCT. Now thankfully, the American Society of Cinematographers MITC Lighting Committee has also provided a common sense spectral and DUV calculation method for full plus green to full minus green without the CCT shift.
And that's what Aputure has incorporated into the Storm 1200X. Accurate full plus to full minus green tunability with control in 1% increments, finer than the minimum strength for color correction gels, which is 1/8. Blair provides a full range of adjustability to match whichever light source you might encounter, with the ease of use and standards that filmmakers are already familiar with.
And finally, the functionality that everybody is always asking us for. First, here's the Storm 1200X at maximum output. And now, here's the minimum output.
The Storm 1200X has amazing dimming capabilities. It can dim 8 times lower than other lights with the same maximum brightness. It even gets dimmer than an equivalent tungsten bulb. And the Storm 1200X does this while maintaining its excellent white light color quality. This enormous achievement is built on years of research and development by our team.
So, that's the science behind the Blair light engine. It matches how natural light affects different objects, including human beings. It gives a choice between matching daylight and matching other light fixtures, provides a huge range of plus-minus green percentage adjustment using industry standard controls, and offers incredible low-end dimming while maintaining color accuracy.
We put a lot of work, including multiple iterations of light engine design, into making Blair the technology that would give our users the most accurate, tunable white light fixture in the form of the Storm 1200X. And now that you understand the fundamentals, let's get back to Ted.
Thanks, Brandon and Tim. And for everybody watching at home, thank you for joining us today to launch Storm and the new 1200X. The Aputure Storm has been years in the making. A new design like this is never easy, and we want to thank the many filmmakers, lighting technicians, and cinematographers that helped us make this release possible. So, for more information, tune in to Aputure during the IBC show in Amsterdam, where Storm 1200X is going to be making its debut to the world. But before we go, there is just one more thing. At the start of this presentation, we mentioned that the Aputure Storm family would include both tunable white and tunable color. Well, what about the color part? Well, if you want the best white light with the most adjustability and output, then the X series and the tunable white 1200X is going to be for you. But for saturated color and when you need the widest possible spectral range with the most precise color adjustability, then tunable color is going to be the solution. And yes, there's going to be an entire second line of Storm lights coming soon, with a second brand new color engine at its heart. That is all I can say for now, but we cannot wait to show you more of what comes next. My name is Ted, this is Aputure, and we will catch you guys next time.